All right, Steve, so it's April. We're getting ready to do another promotion. You know, we're going to do it till the close of business on Saturday. And we've been doing these promotions for a little bit, and we're getting real well known for it, for the credit amnesty, the trade amnesty, doing the payments for a year, doing the 1 penny over invoice. And, you know, I live out in Reading, and one of the things that I get asked all the time from my friends and family out there, they see us, they see the kind of noise we're making. You know, they ask, is that really what it's like? Do you guys really do that? And I tell them, yeah, and they say, how can a dealer do something like 1 penny over invoice? And to be honest with you, you came up with it. I never asked you, you know, why do we do it?
We do it, first of all, for, as you said, everybody's hearing about it.
Sure.
We've gotten a lot of traffic.
We certainly have.
People know when they come in, this is what they're going to pay.
Right.
It's plastered all over our website, ChevyOnTheBLV.com, 1 penny over line 310. And it's getting our name out there. You know, keep in mind, Kevin, we've only been in business 3.5 years.
That's true. That's
and we're getting to
true.
be, and again, I got to take my hat off to you and your team.
Thank you.
You and your team, for the 1.5 years, going on almost 2 years now that you've been here, doing what you've done and developing this team and helping me develop this whole brand.
Sure.
I got to tell you, it's all working. We've got the trade amnesty. Again, we've got a penny over line 310. We got credit amnesty.
We got the payments for a year, absolutely. I'll tell you what, you know, we're making so much noise, and we're on TV, and like I said, I live out in Reading, and people even see me, and they start yelling, just do the deal at me. My daughter's 2, she's running around the house screaming,
just do the deal.
Say it for me one time for her.
Just do the deal.
Absolutely. So people absolutely love it, and they say, how can you do something like 1 penny over invoice? And the first time we did it, you know me, I get a little squeamish sometimes, but you told me, Kevin, if we sell enough cars, the manufacturer will give us the money back, and you know that keeps the dealership in operation, because obviously we can't live on 1 penny over invoice.
As long as we keep hitting our quotas. Penny over invoice helps us hit our quota. We've hit it now 3 months in a row.
Absolutely.
You do get your money back if you hit the quota. It doesn't cost the customer. It doesn't cost us. It costs.
Gives the customer a great deal.
And manufacturer pays for it.
We sold so many cars, we ended up having a great month.
Right. Everybody gets a good deal.
Every other thing they ask me is credit amnesty, right? I know that we do it, and it's something that we're pretty good at here, but I never asked you, you know, why do we do it for these people with really damaged credit?
Let me tell you, and this goes way, way, way back, is the credit amnesty. When I'm going home at night and you're sitting here and you and I are talking about putting this deal together, and this is a tough one.
Correct.
This deal, Steve, they've been at 3 or 4 dealerships. They've got a bankruptcy. They've got 2 repossessions. They got this. They got that.
Yeah.
When we get that deal put back together, I know you've seen it. We've talked about it from this desk, of looking at the faces when the people just yell over to us, you guys really do, just do the deal.
Absolutely.
And I'm telling you, it just makes you feel real good to get these people back on track again.
It does. I mean, it's great to do business. It's great to sell cars, but you're absolutely right. When you go home and feel pretty good about yourself when you look in the mirror at the end of the night that you really did help somebody, that really does make a difference. And I've always kind of felt that way, and I was just, you know, wondering if that really was your reason behind it.
The biggest, and again, you know, I'll say it again, most of what I do is, first of all, I love selling cars.
Sure.
Been doing it for 40 years. Love selling cars. Love making people happy. Love taking care of the community like we're doing here and all around, of putting cars down the road, helping them get out of their trades. A lot of these people have made mistakes on other trades. They've banks with high interest rates, this
Sure.
and that. They owe. We did one the other day, $13,000 more than what their car was worth.
Absolutely.
You put that deal together very
Yes,
nicely with a bank. You called the bank.
The people
you got
couldn't
some
believe
concession.
it. Couldn't believe that we got it worked out.
And you got them 6.9%. You
Yes,
got
we
them a
did.
subvented rate.
Yep, they were very happy. Very happy. That's a
And
deal
you
that
dropped
makes
their payment $100 a month, and they got the car they wanted.
Absolutely.
That's the stuff that works.
You're right, and it makes you feel pretty good. You know, family with kids needs a new vehicle, something that's going to fit everybody. It does, and that is a deal that I feel good about.
Yes.
So let me ask you this: like you said, you know, I've been working for you almost 2 years now, and I've told you before, you're a dealer unlike any I've ever personally worked with before. And you know, people always ask me, is he really on the showroom floor yelling, "Just do the deal"? I tell them, yeah. You know, he's really always out there yelling, "Just do the deal." And I never asked you, why are you so involved? Because I've worked for other dealers. Other owners aren't involved the way you're involved, talking to every customer, not afraid to get involved with a problem and all that.
I think there's something inside me. I still really love what I do. I'm not an upstairs back office dealer.
Sure.
I like being on the floor. I like looking at the trades. I still very much enjoy talking to the customers, helping put a car deal together.
And it definitely shows.
And I love working with you guys. I tell you, working around all the young guys like yourself.
Sure.
I just enjoy it. Your youth, your energy keeps me going every day. To be very candid with you, and I just love it. I love what I do.
Well, like I said, I mean, we're definitely getting a great reputation. And like I said, even all the way out where I live in Reading, I've been to Allentown, and I've actually had people say, "Hey, aren't you the guy on the commercial that always doesn't want to do the deal?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, that's me. I want to always make sure that everything's correct for the customer, and I want to protect the dealership. But everything that we've done and everything that you've done, and to be honest, everything you've told me has worked out great. I mean, we're doing 1 penny over invoice. We're doing trade amnesty. We're doing credit amnesty. We're doing payments for a year, and I mean, the people love it, and the dealership has a great reputation. So, I'm pretty much definitely on board with all the kind of things that we do. And I mean, you're a great owner to be working with, and this is a great place to be working. So let's hear it one more time from you.
Hey, get out there in Philadelphia, baby. Let's just do the deal.
We're making your payments for an entire year. You pay 1 penny over invoice. Trade and credit amnesty. And just remember, Steve said, just do the deal.
Just do the deal.
Excuse me, hey Steve, we have a lady, her name is Ms. Johnson. She's struggling with her bills, but she really, really needs a car. She's interested about her payments being paid for a year. Can we do that?
She only wants her payments. Does she have a trade?
Yes.
How much is she owing that trade?
Only $1,000.
She only owes $1,000.
Oh.
That was an easy one. All right. So we're going to pay off her trade, and we're going to extend her payments out for 12 months.
Excellent. Excellent. She's going to be very happy.
If I remember right, this is the second car she bought from us.
Correct.
You know something? Yeah. Just do the deal.
Do the deal.
Ring that gong, ring that gong. Come over here and hit that gong. Hit that gong.
I got a customer, Steve. He wants to pay cash. He's been looking around. He's shopping for a Malibu. He wants the rock bottom price. What's the best deal we can do?
What kind of car?
Malibu.
A Malibu. Would that be the 2016 Limited or the new body?
New body.
New body. Well, you're in luck with one thing. Most dealers got 5 or 6 in stock. I've got 40.
Ooh, that's strong.
When I got 40, the deals come. Here's what we got. All right. I would take the factory invoice plus a penny and then minus out all their incentives and rebates. And if they have a trade, take out the trade and put whatever you got to put on the trade to make the customer happy. Within reason, but put the money on the trade. I don't care what it is.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you.
And do me a favor, Paul. Get over here, ring the gong for your customer, because they're going to be driving home today, ladies and gentlemen.
This deal we were talking about with the trade that's just totally destroyed. I got Heath on the phone. You just need to sell the sizzle for me a little bit here on this deal. You got to tell him you believe in this deal. Can you talk to him real quick for me?
Hold on, folks.
Heath, how are you? Good. No, everything's good. Everything's good. You know that we're starting off in March. We've got a heck of a month. We were on a conference call this morning. Everybody's got to push hard this month, buy deals, and get this thing down the road. I know it's a tough deal. I know we're trying to exactly. I understand it. I'm telling you this. Kevin's going to interview the customer. If he feels everything's going to be fine, I need you to step up and just buy the deal. And by the way, I need a good rate on this one. I got to keep that payment as low as I can. Can you get me a 7.9%? No, 14% is too much. All right, 8.9. I'll talk to the customer. We'll put it in the system. I'll put the extra money on the trade, but I need you to buy the deal. All right? I'll do my half, you do your half. All right, Heath. Hey, Heath, by the way, listen. Just do the deal, Heath. Just do the deal, baby.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, right now through the close of business Saturday here at Gordon Chevrolet, Philly Chevy Giant, where Steve says,
just do the deal.
and they're doing a lot of deals right now through the close of business Saturday. Number 1, trade amnesty, which means?
No matter what you owe on your trade, we're going to pay it off.
Number 2, credit amnesty.
No matter what your credit looks like, we're going to do the best we can to get that approved.
And speaking of which, there's a couple of customers actually right now that you've been actually stopping to work with before we actually got to put this segment together.
You're exactly right. We have a husband and wife team trying to buy a Traverse as we're speaking right now, and I'm in between these segments trying to make sure that we get this deal approved through our local lender with the money they have down. And we're probably 90% there to get the deal done the way they want to get it done.
And I've been watching. You actually are going back and forth between the customer, between the desk, the bank. You're on the phone. I mean, you're like a moving target.
Well, these are nice folks. I just met them. They came in from a little ways, and I want to make sure this deal gets done.
Okay, so we've got those two things. Then we talk about a penny over line 310 of the factory invoice. Now, first of all, is that a real penny over the factory invoice number 310?
Well, first of all, we got to be very careful because whenever I say that, Kevin cringes.
Yeah, he doesn't like those words. He gets nervous.
He gets nervous with the penny over, okay? But I'll tell you, it's a real penny over line 310. And let me tell you, like I just got through saying a little while ago, we were talking about it, Kevin and I, is you've got some of these vehicles. He was doing a truck deal, and he looked down at it. He said, Steve, do you know we're almost $10,000 off?
That's amazing.
The penny over, and what the people are actually paying with the rebates and the discounts and everything that we're doing here. Almost $10,000 off. Also, I did an Impala deal myself that was almost $8,000 off. A 2016 Impala, and the price was $25,500. I said, holy smoke.
Now, here's the deal. A penny over the factory invoice, and it's not just one Chevy model. It's not just this leftover 2015. Right. It's any brand new, stop me if I say this wrong, it's any brand new Chevrolet car, truck, SUV, and even the Corvette.
And even the Z06.
All of them, whether it's a $20,000 or an $80,000 vehicle, you are going to charge the folks 1 cent, 1 penny over the factory invoice.
You're exactly right. Over line 310, 1 penny over, minus all rebates and incentives.
Now, for the folks at home that are a little skeptical, how many brand new Chevrolet cars and trucks and SUVs and Corvettes do not qualify for the penny over line 310 of the factory invoice? How many do not qualify?
All right, let me give this some thought to make sure I'm not misleading anybody. None.
None?
None.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's number 3. Now, number 4, the one that really a lot of people love, because it's great with new cars, it's great with pre-owned cars, it's great for any situation. That is the fact we're talking about, making your payment for an entire year. That is a terrific offer because it does, you know what's great about it, Steve? It allows people, no matter what their situation is, to get things in order, to get themselves in a great position to succeed. Having those payments done, not for 1 month, not for 2 months, not for 90 days, but for an entire year. I mean, we're talking about next year at this time before they're even worried about or thinking about a payment. That's great.
Yeah, you're exactly right. In fact, I don't think we talk about it enough as we're doing these, Greg, because that 12 months worth of payment is huge, and because you got to think right now we're going in. We're in April. We're in April, and the first payment, obviously in traditional is going to be due in March. You're talking about payments now from April are not due till next spring. You're talking about next April or March.
That's huge.
Yes, or April or May. I'm sorry, April or May of 2017.
That is amazing. So what is it about that payment for an entire year do you think that really makes it special for people? Because you are right, it is something that everybody can relate to. I mean, everybody wishes they could do that with their mortgage, They're going to start asking for that with their mortage payments.
I'll make your next 12 payments on your mortgage.
Their credit card, they're going to start asking for all that stuff. I mean, what is it about that people really like? Because that's a spectacular promotion that we're going to make your payment for an entire year. That's amazing.
Well, here's what it allows from what people are telling me as I sit here. They're telling me, Steve, here's what you've done for us. You've paid off our current vehicle. So that payment's gone, whatever that is.
Kissed it goodbye.
Kissed it goodbye, no more payment on that. You've also delayed your payment and made the next 12. So if we're 72-month payments, we've only got 60 left. You've taken the 12 payments of the toughest part of that loan and brought that loan back into line to where the first depreciation is when you drive it off the lot. We've taken all that out and we've made those payments for you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Now you've only got 60 payments left.
Well, I got to tell you, it's the quadruple threat, as Kevin likes to say. Trade amnesty, credit amnesty will make your payment for an entire year and 1 penny over the factory invoice. Actually, it should be almost 5 of the things, because there's one thing that we never talk about enough because people just love it. You know what that is? No. They love it when you look at the camera and they say those magic words.
Just do the deal, Philadelphia.
And what about the folks in New Jersey? Can you say it for them, Steve?
New Jersey, just do the deal.
How about the folks in Delaware?
Delaware, just do the deal.
And of course, our friends in the Lehigh Valley.
Does that include the Poconos?
It does!
Bring them on down. Just do the deal, Lehigh Valley.
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't care if you're 5 minutes away. We don't care if you're 50 minutes away or 2 hours away. And Steve, I know you've even had people that have come as far as 3 hours away from multiple states away to take advantage of these promotions.
People from Pittsburgh, Baltimore. In fact, the last show that we did, if you remember, we had a gentleman, I want to say, was from Cincinnati.
Yes, that is true. Ohio.
Ohio, that's right, that picked up a car.
And the bottom line is, folks, this is the deal. You could come here right now through the close of business Saturday. Everybody's always looking for that angle. So if you're looking for the angle is this. Today, tomorrow, the next day, but Saturday comes and Steve turns out the lights reluctantly, because I know you don't like to ever lose a deal.
Yeah.
You turn the lights out and lock the door. That's at the end of business Saturday. That's when it's going to be over.
And let's face it, the best selection is if you come early.
You have a great staff here to work with people to make it happen.
Exactly. So I would suggest coming in Thursday, Friday, and get the top of the line selection. And it's not that we don't have cars left. I don't mean it that way. But let's face it, you have a bigger selection, because by the time Saturday comes, we're now getting towards the end of it. So I would suggest get here early if you can.
So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, there's an opportunity. Yes, there's a big sale. Yes, this is your invitation, and it is going on right here, right now, in Philadelphia at Gordon Chevrolet. It's right here. It's 4 great things going on right now. Trade amnesty, credit amnesty. We'll make your payment for an entire year, and of course, 1 penny over the factory invoice, line number 310. And when it's all said and done, Steve's going to give you the opportunity to ring the gong, and then he's going to look at you and say those magic words.
Just do the deal.
Steve said, just do the deal. Just do the deal. Just do the deal. Just do the deal.
Just do the deal.
We got a nice couple here. We've got the approval for them. We needed a little bit of money down, and they gave us the money down. The issue is they're going to probably have some problems with the first, maybe the second payment on the loan. They got something coming up in May. I think it's a wedding for the kid. So is there anything you can do for that?
Here's what I'm going to do. They're going to have a problem with the first payment.
Yeah.
And the second payment.
Probably.
I'll tell you what. How about if I do this? How about if I take care of that first payment?
Okay.
How about if I take care of that second?
Okay.
How about if I take care of that third?
Really?
How about if I take care of the fourth? How about if I take care of the fifth? How about if I take care of the sixth?
Okay.
How about if I take care of the seventh?
right.
How about if I take care of the eighth?
Okay.
How about if I take care of the ninth? And how about if I take care of the 10th? And over that, I'm going to take care of the 11th and the 12th.
Hey, payments for
Do the deal, Kevin.
Now that's something to talk. Come here, ring that gong. Ring it, ring it.
All right, so Steve, we're in the middle of the sale here, and we're swamped like we usually are when we do these things. But one of the things that I really didn't anticipate, we're doing this 1 penny over invoice. Some of the deals on these vehicles are absolutely amazing. With us selling the car 1 penny over invoice plus giving somebody all the factory rebates, I did a truck deal, $10,000 off a truck. Did you realize that some of these deals worked out that way?
Watch this. I just worked one 20 minutes ago on an Impala, and this Impala was almost $8,000 off, and we ended up selling it for $25,500 for an Impala, 2016 Chevy Impala, full-size
vehicle.
auto. Yeah, exactly. For
Flagship
for $25,500.
I'll tell you what, one of the things people can't believe, we have more new body style Malibus than pretty much any other dealer around right now. People can't believe we're doing them 1 penny over invoice. I mean, the brand new body style with all the technology that Chevy's loaded into this new thing. I mean, it's got onboard Wi-Fi for your phone. It'll charge your phone wirelessly. It's got things to protect your teen driver. They can't believe that we're selling these cars 1 penny over invoice.
That's the question I had a customer ask me just
Sure.
yesterday. We've got all these Malibus in stock. They
Absolutely.
just came out.
Yep.
It was one of J.D. Power's top 5 picks for 2016. And they're saying, you're selling this car for 1 penny over.
Other dealers are selling them over sticker. I keep getting phone calls. Are you guys really doing it? Does that include Impalas? They're also asking me about the new body style Camaro, just restyled. Nobody has any, except we have some.
Yeah.
We're selling them 1 penny over invoice. People can't believe it. People are driving down from all over the place, Delaware, from Reading, from Allentown, 1 penny over invoice. Nobody else is doing it on these restyled
When you
vehicles.
do a sale, whatever you do, you don't do the excluded, like a lot of dealers
You
will
told
do.
me that before.
Well, excludes Corvette.
Sure.
Excludes this, excludes that. Look at the last sale we did. We had 6 Corvettes in stock. They went all that week for 1 penny over.
All of them.
We sold 6 Corvettes for 1 penny over, and they were all gone.
We sold all of them. I mean, people couldn't believe it. Exotic sports car, 1 penny. I mean, come and just show me the invoice. I was printing invoices out. They said, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. So, I mean, I was real surprised. And the amount of money that we're taking off for people is just astronomical. Plus, we have people that are coming in asking about the payments. We're doing payments for 12 months for people, so they don't have to make a payment until next year at this time. They're thrilled about that. We got people coming in upside down on their trade. They made a bad deal on it with somebody else. We're getting them out of them. People are absolutely thrilled about that. So, I mean, once again, we're absolutely mobbed.
And we got credit amnesty.
We have credit amnesty. I mean, people
That's
coming
awesome.
in. Yep. I mean, we're hooked up with guaranteed credit approval. So somebody comes in, you have a job, you have maybe a little bit of money down, you need a car. We can guaranteed put you in a vehicle. We have people coming in. I was turned down everywhere. Almost saying, I dare you to get me approved. We're getting them approved, and people are leaving happy.
I feel good about the team that you've assembled at this store, that if we can't get them done here, the
Nobody can.
chances are nobody can.
Absolutely.
Between myself getting on the phone with the banks, you getting on the phone with the banks love our business.
They sure do.
We make sure that we give them the good business, the right business.
Yes, we do.
And we help customers get into cars, I'm telling you.
It's funny, and that's one of the things that you mentioned. Because we have such good relationships with some of these banks, and we give them deals that they really want, it gives us the ability to give them a call and say, hey, I need
help on this
I
one.
need help on this one.
That's
Can you
right.
help me out? So, I mean, it really does work. And, when I can't get it done, I can always get you on the phone with them. And, generally we get the deal worked out. So, like I said, we got tons of people here, and people are amazed at the kind of deals that we're doing. They're coming in from all over the place.
Right. And let's face it, we've been very, very lucky with Chevrolet being a good product line now. Chevrolet's made a
Absolutely.
huge comeback.
Sure.
And we've got a lot of good things going on, a lot of good things. And keep in mind, we got 125 used cars sitting out there.
Yes, we do. We have a great amalgamation of used cars. I mean, we have anything that anybody wants: SUVs, sports cars, convertibles for the summer. We just got some of those in. So I mean, there's tons of used cars here for even somebody that didn't want to have the price point of a new vehicle. I mean, we pretty much have something for everybody, and those still qualify. I mean, they might not be an invoice on a used car, but they qualify for the payments. They qualify credit amnesty, trade amnesty, all those things.
You're exactly
so
right.
yeah, people are thrilled.
We will make your payments for an entire year from now until the close of business Saturday.
When Steve says just do the deal, we just do the deal.
Just do the deal.
We have a customer, he has no money down, he has below average credit, he owes about $4,000 more than what the car is actually worth. He's trying to get into a 2016 Malibu. What can we do? How can we help this guy?
Money down?
He has no money down.
He has no money down.
No money
He's
down.
$4,000 upside down in his car.
Yes.
After an already high appraisal from what I've seen.
Yes.
And his credit's limited.
Yeah.
Does the customer want to purchase the car today from us now?
He wants it right now.
Well, I'm going to tell you 2 things on this deal, all right? The first thing I'm going to tell you is that I would never say no to you as big as you are.
Give us 5. Give us 5.
First thing, okay? Second thing is, I would never say no to the customer that wants to purchase a car at Gordon Chevrolet. So what I would say, Willie, just do the deal, Willie.
Thank you, boss.
And Willie, can you ring that gong? Hit that gong. Hit it for those customers.
I have a customer at my desk with excellent credit and wants to buy a brand new Traverse. All they want to know is what's the best numbers we can give them on this car.
Okay. Credit score is?
Excellent, Steve.
They got excellent credit.
Excellent credit, Steve.
Okay. How much do they own their trade? A little bit more than probably what it's worth?
Just a little bit,
A
Steve.
little bit more?
Just a little bit.
What's a little bit? 7,000, 8,000?
Let's go 6.5, Steve.
$6,500 more on their trade than really what it's worth, right?
It's tough.
All right. Good credit.
Good credit.
$6,500 more on the trade.
Cash buyer, Steve.
They want to pay cash for the car.
Yes.
Well, we're not allergic for cash here at Gordon Chevrolet. I can tell you that. I like cash. All right. I like to sell cars, but I also like cash. All right. I would say just do this. Just do the deal, Gia.
Thanks, Steve.
And ring that gong too. Ring it. Ring it. Ring it for your customer.
See the USA in a Gordon Chevrolet. America is asking you to call.
And you know what's next? He's going to put out a greatest hits album. You ready for that?
Be doing the greatest hits albums. You're exactly right. We're going to bring back all the oldies.
Steve, ring that gong, because this guy could sing. Ladies and gentlemen, now through the close of business Saturday, the clock is ticking. This is the place to be right here. As Steve likes to say, in the great Northeast, it's Gordon Chevrolet on the Boulevard and Bustleton right here in Northeast Philadelphia. And Steve, 4 things are in play right now. Number 1, trade amnesty. Tell us what that is.
Trade amnesty, no matter what you owe in your trade, you bring it here. We're going to pay off the bank no matter what you owe.
And when that's all said and done, Steve's going to look at you and say,
just do the deal.
Number 2, credit amnesty. What exactly is credit amnesty?
Credit amnesty is when you walk in and you've been to every dealer in town and you say, Steve, we need some help. And sit down, pick out a car that you want to drive home today, and we're going to get it done for you.
And when it's all said and done, you're going to look at the customer, you're going to talk to the bank, and you're going to say,
just do the deal.
Number 3, 1 penny over line 310 of the factory invoice. That is spectacular because it's not just one make or one model in the Chevrolet lineup, it's every single vehicle. Now, what exactly is that line 310? Is that the actual number that it shows that you're going to pay on that invoice?
Yes, that's exactly what the invoice price is. It's called line 310, and you pay a penny over. And upon your request, we show you that line, and then we take off all your incentives and rebates that you're entitled to, and it goes down from there.
All right, so let me just lay it out this way because some people may not really understand how great this is. Number 1, you're going to pay 1 penny over line 310 of the factory invoice. That's correct.
Yes, yes.
Number 2, if there's a rebate or incentive, the customer is going to get those additional numbers discounted from that number that they were expecting to pay, which was a penny over the invoice. So that number is going to come down because the customer keeps, am I correct? The rebates and incentives they keep, not the dealer, the customer.
Well, a lot of times dealers want to assign that rebate to themselves. No.
That's not good.
No, we give it to the customer. So it's 1 penny over invoiced, line 310 minus the rebates and all incentives.
So if it's line 310 of the factory invoice and there's a rebate or an incentive that say is an additional $5,000, that $5,000 will come off of that number. So that could be really big.
Well, let me show you how big it is. I've got a truck on my floor right now that I looked at this morning that if somebody comes in and buys that truck for 1 penny over invoice, they're getting almost $10,000 off the price of that vehicle.
That's amazing.
That's absolutely amazing. You know, $10,000.
And you're going to still look at the customer at the end of that deal that they're going to take $10,000 off that number, and you're still going to say?
I'm going to be just as happy with that deal as any deal. I'm going to say, just do the deal.
And ladies and gentlemen, in addition to that, here is the thing that really people love. The best, I would say this might be the favorite. 12 months worth of payments. Now, first of all, the obvious question you probably get and get more than anything else is, Steve, are you really going to make my payment for an entire year? So answer that question.
We're absolutely going to make your payment for the next 12 months. And if you keep this in mind, we're now into April.
Correct.
Okay. Your first payment that you're going to make won't be due until May 2017, almost next year when school's out.
Wow, that's fantastic. So it's really a year plus.
Plus a little bit. You're exactly right.
That's the little extra icing on the cake.
Little extra icing on the cake, yes.
And when that's all said and done, Steve's going to look at you and say,
just do the deal. Why wouldn't you come to Gordon Chevrolet to buy a car? First of all, you've got credit amnesty. You've got trade amnesty. You've got, we'll make your payments for 12 months sometime.
Even more
next spring, okay? When your kids get out of school almost next year, we'll be making payments. We'll be making your payments. So now when you leave here, instead of having 72, you only got 60.
And of course the penny over the factory.
Penny over. So you've got selection. You've got the ability to get financed. We're paying off your trade, no matter what you owe. And you're buying a car at an inexpensive price. There's no other reasons.
All right, so let's end it this way. If I'm in Delaware, should I come to Philly Chevy Giant?
Absolutely.
If I'm in Pennsylvania, in Bucks, Montgomery, Chester, the Lehigh Valley, should I come here to Gordon Chevrolet?
If you're in Pittsburgh, come on over. It'll be worth the drive.
And what about if I'm in New Jersey?
We welcome all New Jersey people. Just come over the bridge. And guess what? It's a small toll to get a hell of a deal.
That's the bottom line. And at the end of the deal, Steve's going to look at you and he's going to say those magic words.
Just do the deal.
So, Steve, we're just about out of time, but here it is one more time now through the close of business Saturday. We will make your payment for an entire year. Trade amnesty, credit amnesty, and you will pay 1 penny over line 310 of the GM, or actually the Chevrolet factory invoice. In addition to that, if there's a rebate and incentive, the customer keeps it. Not Steve, the customer.
Absolutely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're 5 minutes away, 50 minutes away, remember, it's right here at Philly Chevy Giant. It's Gordon Chevrolet on the boulevard right here in the great Northeast. Right, Steve?
Absolutely. And remember, just do the deal, Philadelphia.
And, Steve, ring that gong and we'll take it home. Remember, it's Philly Chevy Giant. Come see Steve, and he's going to look at you at the end of the deal and say,
just do the deal, Philadelphia.